Hello, I'm Stephen. I'm going to outline our research on the application of climate modelling for breeding climate-resilient crops. Through the AFRICAP programme, we conducted a survey of 238 African seed system professionals. In our survey, we found no concrete examples of how specific long-term climate projections had influenced the choice of breeding materials or target traits within breeding programmes. So we set about trying to demonstrate the utility of this information in the context of current breeding priorities and efforts that came through strongly in our survey. For example, we found that there was significant effort going into the breeding of early maturity maize varieties. So we used climate models to look at duration, and we found that by the middle and end of the century, although models are broadly suggesting a shortening of the rainy season for many areas, in relation to crop duration, this is being countered by a warming trend. As such, climate models project an expansion of areas suited to longer duration varieties over these timescales, and indicate that potentially equal effort should be going into the breeding of longer duration varieties. We also found that cassava is a crop in which there's been increased crop breeding investment over the past 10 to 15 years. Our climate models project increased occurrence and severity of drought in many regions, and when coupled with increased temperature, this can mean that for cassava, the climatic conditions may be such that they trigger higher concentrations of cyanide toxicity within the plant. As such, climate information in this case may point to the recommendation that cassava breeding efforts pay significant attention to breeding low toxicity varieties. A resilient seed system is one in which crop breeding and innovation is informed by information and knowledge exchange, and that includes long-term foresight and proactive planning for potential future conditions. But climate information isn't enough in itself. It should form part of an integrated knowledge and information system in which information is shared and co-produced across seed system stakeholders.